Spoilers and offensive content to come.
We're Carlos Dave Anime Rave. We are the best anime review show on the internet. How are we the best? Because we cut corners everywhere else. Instead of recording in a proper setup, we record in a fridge. And it is freezing in here.
It is not a fridge.
Horrifyingly cold. They say hell freezes.
It's 17 degrees Celsius.
They say hell when hell freezes over. No. Hell is frozen, and we're in it. We're in hell.
Oh,
and straight from hell, we bring you a review of My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 3.
Let's jump right in. You've read ahead in the manga.
Yeah.
Does he become a lot more confident?
Midoriya?
Yeah.
I would argue Midoriya is already very confident.
Well,
it's just that he balances... I think Midoriya is... He's humble. He's confident when it counts and courageous when it counts, but he's otherwise a humble person. I don't think he has self-confidence issues as much as he has... His thing with Bakugou is more this weird emotional connection he has with someone that he doesn't quite know how to deal with. I don't think he's terribly lacking in confidence as much as he is in just training.
Okay, fair enough.
However, that's kind of a bullshit answer to your question, isn't it? Midoriya grows as a character, but he never loses, so far, what makes him likable.
I do have to say, though, that putting your first years through this circus, I get that it's supposed to be, so they can show off their powers and, get noticed, but maybe this should be a second and third year thing.
I kind of like the idea of the first years getting a taste of it, because no one expects the first years to win or do well, right? So, you get these standouts, or you get them getting experience. I'm okay with. I do want to add on to the last comment that we should probably mention that since we'll sometimes be talking about what happens further ahead in the manga, there might be spoilers in that regard.
We start off.
I realize, but since we do every episode that way, it kind of loses meaning a little bit. Kind of have to double remind people that we are going to spoil shit.
I guess. That is the stupidest name.
Well, is Tetsu the stupidest name when you consider that video game hero Mario, his full name is Mario, and his brother is Luigi Mario, and they are in fact the Mario brothers.
Yes, still stupid.
Agreed. Last time you were talking about how the show seems to selectively forget that Midoriya works out all the time. They sure as hell didn't forget here when he took out a robot with a chunk of another robot without using one for all.
Good. The dude is buff. He should be able to do some freaking damage.
He can take a block of cheddar, take it to his abs, and have shredded cheddar.
Yes, he can.
I kind of want some shredded cheddar. Hey, can we talk about the fact that Bakugou can basically fly? That's not even All Might can fly. All Might jumps around. He's definitely the Superman XP in this world, but he's kind of lacking that one Superman trait of being able to fly.
He's basically classic Superman, able to leap over a building with
tall buildings in
a single bound.
Yeah.
There was never flight in there. It was leaping.
Yeah, I know. Superman flying is a later thing. I get that.
So really, yeah, you're right. All Might is the Superman analog.
When I describe this show to people, I basically say, imagine if Superman was losing his powers and he had to pass it on to a nobody.
Yeah, no, that's actually quite accurate.
Like, it's missing some of the key depth, but I think it kind of it whets the appetite, I think.
It's Teen Titans in training, really. Or Junior Justice League, or whatever you want to call it. It's basically what this is. Since
this is a world where most people have powers, I'm reminded a little bit loosely of City of Heroes.
Yeah?
Because powers are kind of cornerstone. In Marvel and DC, despite there being so many superpowered people, it's still the exception and not the rule, right? Here, the exception is not having powers. I had a feeling you would enjoy his method.
That is awesome. There had to be a reason he brought that piece of metal with him. That was awesome.
And balls, he's like, I'm not gonna lose. It takes balls to fucking melee a mine.
You know what it reminds me of? What some of the people are pulling in the new Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Bomb underneath the piece of slate. Boom!
This is a very Breath of the Wild, or for those who watch the original Zelda cartoon, the Zelda cartoon solution.
Yep. Holy fuck!
That's how I got the huge explosion.
Dude!
Yeah, like, it's ballsy. It's a ballsy move.
No kidding!
Like, he's basically trying to rocket jump in Halo or Doom. Remember that one secret exit you could only get to by rocketing a
Yes.
wall? Yeah.
Okay, how awesome is it that those two actually had to put aside their fight to catch up?
Catch Midoriya, who currently has no landing plan whatsoever.
Even to the point that, fuck it, it's gonna help the others, but I gotta do this.
This sports festival is a competition where everyone aims for the top, even though that means defeating your friends and classmates. And for professional heroes, popularity plays a huge part in their careers.
And it shouldn't.
I know.
That's the number one part of this whole thing, which is bullshit.
I think most of the heroes probably agree with you.
This whole, the more popular ones get noticed, okay, makes sense. But when you have when basically the heroes are the main police force, and the police force is basically doing investigations and stuff, I'm sorry, that maybe you pay your top heroes more, but you shouldn't be paid based on fan feedback.
I kind of hope that too is kind of addressed in this fiction.
It just, like, why should a Racerhead make less than...
They kind of touch on it when, because Midoriya's whole shtick is he wants to be a hero, right? He wants to actually save people. Mm-hmm. That got him noticed in the exam with the hidden requirement of rescue points. Mm-hmm. He wasn't aiming for rescue points. He did not know that it would be in that test. He was just trying to do the right thing. And
that's why that whole thing exists.
That comes up in this arc too. And I think that is kind of addressed. You're right, though. It's a bullshit system, and it is kind of being hinted at that Midoriya is breaking that mold. We'll see if it becomes more apparent, though.
Good, because, yeah, like, for a superhero society, and yeah, you're right, they have touched on the whole, doing your job versus being noticed, and All Might does both. Mm-hmm. But somebody like a Racerhead being pissed off at, those who are wasting time, basically, with interviews and press and everything else rather than doing their jobs. I get his shtick. It's annoying. I mean, for a person like him who is a stealth takedown sort of person, he may do twice as many, captures as the next kind of hero. But because people aren't salivating over him, he's not being paid as much. Now, they haven't touched that part of it. But that's just kind of the overall shtick.
It's a fascinating concept of this world, and one that, it's talked about, but My Hero Academia doesn't celebrate it. And I think that's the big difference. That it's an aspect of the world, but we know it's bad, and the show's not saying it's the best method either. So,
Bakugou, buddy, you okay, bud?
We gotta
do you need a hug?
We gotta talk about the face you make during photos, Bakugou. Maybe calm down on the looking like you're gonna murder the cameraman look. Maybe tone it back a bit.
Can we get a hug here for this kid? Or would that piss him off more?
Make sure it's a fireproof hero that gives him a hug.
Holy crap.
Because he will be exploding.
So, let's see. Let's put, oh god, Bakugou and Midoriya on the same team. Just for shits and giggles.
I don't think I would want Bakugou anywhere near me when
Neither
he's
would
angry.
Neither would I.
I'll respect his personal space when he seems like he's in a bad mood.
Who would annoy him more? Midoriya? No, Midoriya would be the one who would piss him off the most.
You never gave me a second option.
No, I was thinking in my head.
So you basically went into that joke with no plan.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm reminded at this point of another anime that we loved from last season. Yuri on Ice.
Uh-huh.
Where Yuri was on top, and then everybody was like, yeah, it'll be okay, we can catch up because he's not used to being on top. That is totally what Midoriya is in right now.
Oh, he's in a bind. He's in a pickle.
And he can't even use 1% without breaking his arms and legs. I guess it all depends on who he's partnered up with.
In all honesty, I was hoping the cavalry battle portion of the tournament was just going to be skipped. And that they went right to the last part of the tournament. Because I don't give a shit about cavalry battles. Yeah, he's got a giant bullseye painted on him, right? So, and it's a good comparison, not being used to being on top. No pun intended, given the nature of this.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of episode 3 of season 2 of My Hero Academia, season 2, episode 3?
Oh, it was the bomb.
Grenades are bombs. I get it. Grenades. Landmines. It was a landmine. That was a landmine, Carlos. You stepped right on it.
The only thing better would have been if the bombs had actually given him enough of a boost to actually slide into the arena on a piece of metal.
He tries to get up, he's all wobbly, he just passes out again.
No, that was awesome. I did not think that they were going to have him come in at first. I thought maybe third after the other two, but the fact that he came in first in the way he did was awesome.
Why is he gathering all those landmines?
A little bit weird that he was able to outrun Bakugou, though, seeing as, the whole explosion almost flying with the speed.
I just take that to mean that he got so far ahead with his strategy that he was able to make it to the arena well before Shoto or Bakugou.
I also would have liked to have seen the explosive results after he had smashed the bunch right beside the two of them.
Or you want him to get like one of Dr. Claw's agents to just be like all blackened and charred?
Yes, I do. Because that was awesome.
Hasn't Midoriya been injured and burned enough?
Well, no, I don't want Midoriya to be like that. I want the other two to...
Oh, okay.
Because they would have been the ones who got the full force of it. So yeah, no, that was cool. Oh man, that's gonna suck for him. I guess at this point, because it is everybody for themselves, even though it's a team event, I guess nobody would want to become huge targets.
Well, here's
and side with them.
He's worth 10 million points. If he can keep his point value, he gets those points, right? And that means everyone on his team would advance. So there is some strategy to teaming with him. Yeah,
this event really is not there to bring classes together.
Or is it? Wink, nudge.
No, this was an awesome episode, and this show just continues to show how well it's actually done.
I do hope the cavalry battle lasts at most one episode, because I really want to get to the next one, especially since the next one is going to take more than one to do.
I'm guessing they start getting down to 1-on-1 fighting or 2-on-2 fighting?
1-on-1 fighting, you're correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. They're not going to do a Midoriya versus Bakugou fight. Who... and then they're not going to have Midoriya versus
Shoto,
Shoto.
Ice guy.
Thank you.
Ice Zuko. Just call him Ice Zuko.
Yeah, I really should. They're not going to do that battle either. So what, is Bakugou going to be against class rep? The one who can turn her clothes into anything she can molecularly make?
Her skin.
Her skin.
And she's not the class rep Ida is.
Well, no. I meant that as class rep, comma, Ida or her.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to end up against somebody lame like the one who wrote on the one girl's back, is he?
Ball guy?
Yeah.
Dave, I'm not going to tell you what the brackets are, unless you want me to, but why would you want me to?
Yeah, I can't.
You're going to find out in an episode or two anyway. So.
Yeah. No, they won't. They won't make it suck. Okay, yeah. So that was a good episode. I really wish this was a Netflix show so we could see it all at once.
We could shotgun the entire second season, yeah.
But we can't, so week to week.
Plus, Ultra. Carl's Name Anime Review is the best anime review show on the internet. AnimeRev.xyz is where you can find our reviews of not only My Hero Academia, but a wide variety of animated shows from Japan and elsewhere. For example, we've been reviewing Steven Universe and Star vs. the Force of Evil, and soon our review of Voltron, Legendary Defender, will go up. We've also been reviewing other anime like Kill la Kill and
Gurren Lagann.
And Gurren Lagann, which I only have one episode up of. I don't know why you keep mentioning that one.
Yeah, still an episode.
And like last season, we did 4 really good shows: Yuri on Ice, Keijo Flip Flappers, and Izetta the Last Witch. So you should definitely watch our reviews of those. Yeah!
Tune in next time.